3, 2, 1, 0.
Yeah, we got the table and everything.
Podcast. Smooth fun.
Yeah, thank you so much. What up? Welcome to Dynamite Rocketship. I'm your host, Toby McMullen. We're coming at you live from Champaign, Urbana, Illinois, the American Football House. If you're a real emo nerd like me and all my friends, that means something to you. Everybody else don't give a shit. I'm so stoked. Please subscribe to the YouTube. Check out the Patreon, patreon.com/Dynamite Rocketship. Subscribe on all the audio platforms. We're on all of them, and we appreciate you tuning in greatly. Way more than I could ever express to you. My guest today, full-blown rock star, absolute dog behind the fretboard, an unbelievable gentleman to hang out with and spend time with. We've been down here working with his incredible band, Anamanaguchi. They just released a new album called Anyway. You can check it out anywhere you consume music. They absolutely rip. We spent the past few days getting a live stream going that's shot in this very room today. It is late at night and we are very tired. But please put your hands together and welcome to the program, Mr. Peter Berkman.
Hey, thanks, Toby. And that's why my voice is quite like this.
You did a 4.5 to 5 hour live stream today, and I was like, Pete, let's get a pod going. What is that?
Yeah. But no, I like that. I got a little gravel in the voice. Most people are like, oh, this. I mean, I feel like most of the time I sound like a 12-year-old boy, but right now I sound like a grizzled, like a rock star, I guess.
Yes.
I would say I'm like maybe a third rock star, maybe like half at peak, but full blown is kind of cool.
Dude, no, you guys were you serious? You were ripping in here. You were screaming, you were yelling, you were jumping up and down. It was fucking
I
awesome.
was definitely screaming. That was fun.
Yeah.
I like screaming, it turns out.
Yeah, and the stream that we did is up on the Anamanaguchi's YouTube channel, and the VOD's probably also on the Twitch, so you should check it out. It was really cool. One of the most ambitious projects I've ever been involved with, so thanks so much for bringing me on board to do it with you guys.
Of course, man, yeah. Wouldn't have it any other way, obviously. But yeah, dude. Oh, yeah, I should get comfy with this thing.
Yeah, get comfy, comfy cozy, dude.
Comfy cozy.
See, it's fun working with musicians because when I throw these style mic stands at comics, they got no idea what's going on. They're like, what do you mean it goes up and down, dude?
Yeah. I feel like the ideal stand-up comic, they want to go like, they want to do the, and that's why I had, they do that bit.
Exactly.
Like,
yeah, without question, dude.
Yeah, we love that bit.
So we've had a blast here in Champaign, Urbana.
Yes, we're on the Urbana side of Champaign, Urbana right now. Fun fact, Champaign, which is over there, and Urbana, which is over here, Champaign used to be called West Urbana.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah, Urbana was first, and then it was Urbana Champaign when Champaign grew.
Yes.
And then it grew so much that it became Champaign Urbana.
No shit. This place is confusing. Everyone is so nice and cool.
Yeah.
The people at your record label Polyvinyl welcomed us with open arms, hooked me up with some swag. I felt like dude, going through their warehouse and getting to pick stuff out, I felt like a pro skater. I was like, dude,
sponsored.
I'm sponsored. Exactly, dude. But this house is special to you because this is where you guys wrote your most recent record.
That's right. Out. Yeah. Anyway, we wrote it. That's where it was written. This right here in this exact room. It is the American Football House. It is now also become the Anyway House. And as of a year ago, like it was May of last year, that's when we wrote together. We lived here for a month. We had never been here really before. We spent like passing through or whatever. But there was so much to love about this like sleepy town, which is a college town. And we got here right around the time that graduation was happening. The University of Illinois lit the fountain with like a orange dye. It was shooting orange everywhere because that's the school colors.
Yes.
And so we got to be there for that celebration. Then all the students went away, and it was sort of like we got to enjoy all the benefits of a college town without any of the potential madness. So
yeah,
it was great.
All of the Uber drivers have been like. I've been like, yeah, it's slow. Once it gets crazy, once the kids show up.
The kids show up, yeah, you're in the good times right now. But once the kids show up,
yeah. So what was it? So if you're unfamiliar with Anamanaguchi,
many are.
They have.
There's a lot of you out there.
No, I posted the promo on the Instagram story today. I got a bunch of love.
Hey, let's go.
The people out here know.
The people who know, they love. The people who don't know, they ignore, and we respect it.
Buddy, we're in the same business.
Yes, we are. Yes, we are. Yes, indeed.
So you began the band as your own entity, and then later on we're joined by the rest of the fellows.
Yeah, well, the very first entity added was here tonight. Our friend James is the second member of Anamanaguchi, and that was there were many reasons. One reason is he played the bass guitar, and that's a great reason. Another reason is I was 15 and had no driver's license, and James did, and we drove to Ronkonkoma, Long Island, which, my dad's from Long Island. I have cousins who live there. I'm like, yeah, that's like right there. We'll play Long Island. We'll drive from Westchester, New York to Long Island, and then it will be great. I didn't know did you know this? It's called Long Island because it's actually quite long.
It's incredibly long.
It's a lot longer than you might think from the name, Long Island. I think they should call it Longer Island.
It's super longer fucking than you Long think Island.
So Ronkonkoma is like, first of all, that's a ridiculous name. No one should have a name.
Ronkonkoma.
I'm from Chappaqua, so who's to talk? But Ronkonkoma is it's actually quite a nice name. Let's be real. But it's about 3 hours deep in LIE traffic, and James brought me there, and we played a show for 8 people.
Hell yeah.
I played with a computer keyboard and the guitar, but I used the computer keyboard to make the noises of the Nintendo and stuff. Anywho, so I also broke my friend's monitor on the way there.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, sorry.
Well, we managed to not break anything, which I'm pretty stoked on. So far. We had every XLR cable in Illinois in this house. I mean, pedals for days, a million mic stands, nothing got broken. Unbelievable.
Yeah, we're going to have to check the power grid history.
Yeah. The electricity bill on this joint went up with fucking sky high, dude.
Yes. But yeah, it's been 20 years since this project started.
Which is unbelievable. Yeah. Like the longevity of that, and the way that you guys work together is so admirable, because there's you all complement each other so well. The communication is there. Everyone's psyched. It's really cool to see.
It's cool to be a part of, man. Cause like, I feel growing up, I love music. I love bands. I love, history. Like, my brother Dan he'll tell you stories about bands from all kinds of different places, all kinds of different styles. And one of the through lines is like, yeah, they are all fighting all the time. They couldn't get it together and they broke up. And so I was waiting for any of that to happen, and it hadn't. And I was like, we're very different people. You might think that like me and Ari, like, cool guy and weird guy, and then Luke.
Oh, buddy, you're all weird.
Oh yeah. Maybe that's what helps. Maybe that's what helps.
Don't get it twisted. I mean, Ari likes cars, but he's still weird, dude. That's
true.
I was saying it all weekend. This was an elite crew of high tier nerds, dude.
High tier. Yeah, I'll take that.
Yeah,
I'll take it.
He just understands how engines work, and the rest of everybody else knows about like computers and other weird shit. Ari asked me if I made my own cables. So like,
do you? Have you figured that out yet?
Fuck no, dude. You go to the store, you buy them.
Well, dude, let me teach you about pins and I don't know, copper. Yeah. Go mining. You find some somewhere.
So you have a very unique approach to like sonically, in that you incorporate a lot of 8-bit and 32-bit.
Yeah, video game stuff. Yeah.
How the fuck did you figure that out, dude?
Because I really, really, really wanted to. Did you say how?
Yes.
Because it was literally like, okay, I have this like marker in, how memory works in this way where like you have like a flash of it sort of, and it's like, it sticks with you forever. There's a couple images in my life that I just remember forever. Some of them are aided by the fact of photographs where like I remember being in the backseat of a car eating Skittles on my way to Disney World because there's a photo of it.
Yeah.
But there was a moment in my life, I think I must have been like 9 or 10. And I was actually in my sister's room with my sister Sam, and we would play Super Nintendo on there all the time on her like CRT TV or whatever. And we figured out that if you drew on a piece of paper and you stuck it to the TV, the like static electricity would stick it to the TV.
Yes.
And so it was like, that's burned into my mind. We made a drawing and we put it on the TV and we were like, yeah, we can make a video game. That was like our first like flash moment.
That's insane, dude. That would be like someone taking a balloon and rubbing it on their head so it sticks, and then being like, I can make a hot air balloon, I can do aviation.
Maybe that's how it happened. We'll have to ask the Frenchman or whoever it was who did it.
I would assume hot air balloons strike me as a French endeavor. We just go up and we land wherever we please. Like the fucking audacity and hubris behind hot air balloons, I find to be infuriating.
It's a lot of hot air.
Dude, well, it's fucking crazy. You can only control up and down, and you just land kind of hopefully somewhere where there aren't power lines.
Yeah, well, back then they didn't even have those. They were like, nice.
Oh, true.
They're going up. They're like, dude, you should worry about power lines. So I'm like, what are those?
What the fuck are you talking about, dude? Anyway, I need my zins. I'm so sorry. Talk amongst yourselves.
I will talk amongst myself. Hi, my name is Peter, and I am sitting on the chair in front of the drum set, which is my friend Carl's. It's beautiful.
This is a beautiful drum set, dude.
This is a 24-inch kick drum, which is bigger than a normal kick drum.
It's so big and it's so fucking loud, and it's fully custom, which is badass.
Yeah.
And it's illuminated by some very cool LEDs that create the logo for your band, which is even sicker.
That's James, the other weird guy in the band.
Yeah.
Who has a driver's license.
Wait, maybe James asked me if I could make cables. Maybe that wasn't Ari.
So you're weird too, huh? All right. I get it. Nice. But
okay.
yeah, there was a quest to basically like figure out how the stuff that we grew up with worked. You
Yes.
know, it's like, I just remember the first moment I had a Nintendo and I had the cartridge and I pressed power on the machine that I grew up playing, and suddenly it was playing a song that I wrote.
Yeah, but
I remember that exact moment.
But how did you get there?
I got there through like before YouTube tutorials existed. There were these,
Oh my god, I didn't even think about that part.
Yeah.
Okay.
There was a world of forums, and I was on a lot of those. And there were people who had their own websites. One of the forums that I was on was 2a03.org,
Okay.
which is named after the sound chip that's inside the Nintendo. It's manufactured by a company called Rico,
Okay.
and that's like the chip that they made to make those sounds that are in all the early Nintendo games. And it was a community of people from all over the world. A lot of people from Sweden, some from the UK, some from New York, some from California and other places. And I was 15 and I really, really wanted to do this because I was in a band where we would just like practice in the basement and take breaks playing video games.
Yeah.
And then we would just like, we would be playing Mega Man 2. And I remember this moment vividly, and it was like, yeah, this kind of sounds like Sunny Day Real Estate, this like cool music that we're listening to. It's like, sounds like a band that we like, but it's Mega Man. Huh. And so then that really planted the seed. The basement, donuts, video games, music. And so Google did exist. That helped a lot.
Yes.
So I would Google, I would find, and then I found out a lot of the people actually lived in New York. And I was like, I could take the train to New York. I'm from Chappaqua.
Yeah,
So
upset.
I can just dip to the city, catch a free show, which I did. I met this guy named Null Sleep, who is still to this day one of my besties. And he had this website called like Null Sleep's Treasure or whatever.
Yeah.
Where he would just post like tutorials on how to get the assembly going of these things. And
Incredible.
and I didn't know how to do shit,
Yes.
to be quite honest with you. I don't have skills at all.
So then, okay, so what was the interface like? Was it you're buying blank cartridges that you can write to with some sort of like dev kit or
No, it was quite scuffed. So the way that it was done was this. So you would get an old Nintendo cartridge. Back in the day, there needed to be a certain mapper for it. So the cartridges could be made in different ways, but you needed specifically like an early NES cartridge because they're the easiest to mess with. The circuit is the simplest.
Okay.
So the way that we did it,
blank cartridge?
not blank, but an early one. Like one of the games, there's like a list of games that say like this one has this mapper. This is mapper 0. This later game is mapper 5.
Okay.
And so track down a mapper 0 cartridge of Donkey Kong Jr.
Okay, sick. Okay, dude, this is my shit. I love this.
Yeah.
Okay, sick.
And I went to my friend Jose's house who knew how to solder, and he desoldered the chip that was there.
Yes.
And he replaced it with a socket for those chips. And so then I got it. It's called an EPROM, EPROM, like easily programmable ROM, I think is what that stands for.
Okay.
And
nothing about this sounds easy.
no, I had a little programmer that like you would dip the chip into the thing, lock it in place, and then back in the day I had my dad's business laptop which had a SCSI port on it, which is how this thing worked. I don't know if you've ever seen a SCSI port, but
no, it sounds like something you'd buy on adamandeve.com though.
yes. But yeah, we're talking pre-YouTube tutorial, pre-USB. This thing is like, it's like what you used to plug your grandpa's printer.
Okay. I think if I saw it, I'd probably be like, oh, I've seen that plug.
Yeah. So there's like a ribbon attached to it and like a big like thing. So yeah, boom, flash it. Good. Take that thing out, put it in the socket, put that cartridge in the console.
Yes.
Press power. And then I remember doing that in the den of my old house with my dad in the room. And he was just like, PD, good job.
Yeah. Your dad actually told me about this. He was like, yeah, I come home from work one day and there's a package from China.
China. Yeah. Thank you, China.
I was like, what are you ordering chips from China?
Yeah.
That's incredible. What program did you write the music on?
The software is called Nerd Tracker 2. Which is appropriate.
That's just what happens if I put an AirTag in your pocket.
Yes. Or two of them. Yeah. If I were the second one. But yeah, it was actually software that was made in a competition to make the most useless software.
Okay.
It was like a programming event where that was the theme, like make something useless.
Incredible.
And because tracker software existed already for like if you wanted to make a soundtrack for a Nintendo DS game right now, you could do that on something that's called tracker software.
Yo, Ari, could you pass us a couple of LaCroix while you're
That would be huge.
Yeah, I feel like we both are very raspy, and that would be fucking awesome. I'm so sorry to ask.
Especially myself.
Okay, give that to Pete, and then can I have my water bottle? No, just give that. Just give that to Pete, and that big ass green water bottle is me right in front of you. That's perfect.
Oh, fuck
dude,
yeah.
You're the man.
Ari, say hi.
No. Say
Ari, you gotta
say hi. Luke, say hi.
Welcome to the Urbana house party.
Yeah. This is Luke, also a member of Anamanaguchi. Ari,
Luke plays these drums.
Luke plays these badass drums, and he plays them well. You do. We were watching back the footy from the stream, and he goes, "Man, it looks like I can almost play drums." I was like, "Dude, you rip! What are you talking about? You fully rule."
My favorite part is when you were trying to get the sync going, and they were like just playing with nothing, just miming because we couldn't be loud.
Oh yeah, because it was fucking midnight, and this house is in a fucking neighborhood.
Yeah. I want to cut that footage into the stream.
Yeah, that would rule. Yeah, Luke goes, "Is it helpful with the miming?" I go, "Incredibly helpful. Thank you,
perfectly helpful." Where were we? We were talking about
Nerd Tracker 2.
Nerd Tracker 2, most useless software competition. Yeah, trackers are how you would make video game music in a lot of ways because you're dealing with sample files. You know, like you get a sample of like, in order to fit it on a chip or whatever, like have it be small in a video game. Like you have the Legend of Zelda string sample,
yes,
right? And then you have the Legend of Zelda like bass sample. And, you know, you pattern those out, not necessarily by MIDI, but in this particular way that had really been figured out. And so the Nerd Tracker 2 developers, these Swedish guys, I don't want to get their names wrong. So the Nerd Tracker 2 guys, I think it is Bananimous. Either way, they were like, what if you did that, but it was for Nintendo, so there are no samples involved, and it's who the fuck would use this sort of thing?
Pete Berkman.
Yeah, it turned out it was like a pretty good way to do it, I think, even though there were other self-made ways.
So I'm like the thing that I'm hung up on that I can't envision in my mind's eye is I'm picturing like Fruity Loops where you program like on a scale. Like I don't understand how the music is made.
So if you want to picture it's Fruity Loops goes this way.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah, left, right.
Nerd Tracker 2 goes this way.
Okay,
Vertically. And there are 5, the Nintendo sound chip can handle 5 things at a time. It can handle 2 square waves. That's your like boop, 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 boop stuff.
Okay.
You have a triangle wave, which we use for a bass. That's like, boom. It sounds nice. It's a triangle wave. You have something called the noise channel, which is like if you get attacked in a game. That's
It's like when, it's like Pokemon attacks.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, hell yeah.
And you have a 5th channel called the Delta PCM channel, which can handle very, very crazy samples. So if you ever played Skate or Die on the Nintendo, it goes skate or die, die. And that's how they did it. This is like terribly crushed up sample. It's probably 2 kilobytes, no exaggeration.
That's so impossibly small.
It is impossibly small, but it turns out it makes for pretty sick drum samples.
Yeah.
So we have some great drum samples that we use on the DPCM. Yeah.
That's so sick that you figure that out. That's like the
I had a lot of help from the internet.
Well, of course.
And the people there.
But that's just what creative people do because you think that you did it. You still did it.
I had the whole thing is like my first answer to your question, how did I do it? I wanted to. Like I was determined to do this.
Yes.
As a human.
Dude. Yes. Fuck yes,
like,
dude.
If I cannot make music on a Nintendo, like I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do. that's kind of what it was like.
Oh, dude, I love that. I love that so much. That thought of it's not I want, it's I must. I like how does I need this to happen, and I need to and I'll scour the internet and I'll read all these forums to figure it out.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, I really actually do like the word want because it gives a lot of weight to it because like you can need to eat something.
Yes.
It doesn't mean you necessarily want to go eat something.
Sure.
And I think the reason I'm using the word want is because it really speaks to the power of that word.
Yes.
It's like you have to decide kind of to want to do something.
Yes.
It's like my friend once said, like, who's more likely to go and get food? Probably the person who wants to get food.
Yes.
So that's a very simple statement, but
dude, I can't tell you how many times I've been in the grocery store going, I need to eat food and I don't want any of this shit. So yeah.
I mean, I relate. There's not a lot of great stuff there.
Yeah. You're also a little bit of a picky eater.
Dude, I used to be so much pickier than I am now. Ari actually taught me how to eat real food.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, just slowly over time?
Yeah.
He's an amazing cook.
He's an amazing cook. His family are amazing cooks. He eats when we're in LA. He eats with his family every night, pretty much without exception.
That's adorable. I love that.
I mean, I wouldn't miss a meal with them either. They got it all figured out.
They're doing all types of wacky stuff over there.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so you start making, you start figuring out the programming, and you're like, "Fuck! You turn on the Nintendo, it plays, you hear it, it's coming out of those CRT speakers. You're like, "Fuck yes, dude!"
Absolutely.
At what point do you say, "Okay, now I want to incorporate live instrumentation along with this"?
It took a little bit. I'd say it took a couple months because at first it was like I was learning how to use it and learning how to do better stuff. But at the same time, I was playing in bands and suddenly it started blurring. And I was like, what if I made a song that sounded like At the Drive-In on this thing? Like, what would that sound like?
Yeah.
How could I do that? And pretty soon I did that. And I didn't have a guitar part for it. But so that song just wound up becoming a song for my normal band that I programmed in Nerd Tracker first. It's like, oh, cool. Now we'll play this. But yeah, at a certain point, you know what it was? I think the band Rat-a-Tat really inspired me.
Yes, dude.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, I totally see that.
Yeah, I was like, oh, this blend, like, there's something really, like, pleasant about distorted guitars and square waves, like, commingling in harmony.
Yeah, or like Crystal Castles.
Crystal Castles, too, but I think they were a little later. That was, like, I was already in college by that point. I remember, like, Rat-a-Tat put out their self-titled in like 2004 or 5, which is like the sweet spot. That's like basically, they might have confirmed for me that like, yeah, I got to do this. Because like you hear the record and it's like, whoa, this is like super sick electronic beats. But you look at the album cover and they're playing like sick vintage Gibsons and stuff. And like, yeah, I'm like, they know their way around a guitar too. It was like a partnership between programming and real love of like instruments. And like,
dude, Pete, I love you so much, man. You fucking rule, dude. Man. You rule.
But yeah, like with this record anyway, it was finally, I think, I went through the same process that I had gone through with the Nintendo stuff.
Yes.
And we finally decided maybe like a year ago, it's like, what if we got really good at understanding our instruments? What if we got really good at like understanding the other side of the equation that we've maybe been ignoring, kind of taking for granted? Because there was a time where we were the only band showing up with a Nintendo, and now we're the only band the only electronic group showing up with guitars. You know what I mean? So we wanted to like, that became the thing that made us unique in the circles that we were in.
Yeah, and we'll get into that. I'm still.
Yeah, let's party.
We're still in the early stages. We haven't even got Luke. You haven't even joined the band yet, dude.
Oh, really? Oh, we're doing a history, a chronology.
Yeah,
I love that.
Wait, Luke, come here. You jump in.
Well, what's cool is Luke was aware of Anamanaguchi. This is like around the time that Luke became aware of the band.
What, 2006?
Just about. I was just talking about like, Toby had asked like, when did you like play guitar on? When did you get the idea to like put guitar in it? And I was like, probably right after hearing Rat-a-Tat.
Sure. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Yeah. I want to say.
And the result of that was like Power Supply.
I became aware of it very quickly through Zach Robinson. Dear friend. That EP was that was the sound. It was the sound of the summer. But yeah, I'd like to think that I was a very early fan on the other side of the country.
Yeah, and then didn't you? Was it a thing where you like pull up to a show and you were like, you need a drummer or something?
Kind of. So the first show that, I was friends with my friend Zach, aforementioned Zach. Booked house shows in the Valley in LA at his place, the Zach Shack. And my band at the time, Dracula Mountain, opened for Gucci on June 9th, 2007.
2007 for sure.
That sounds right. It was definitely June. It was Maurice's birthday, I remember. And that's very cool.
That's fun.
Yeah. Fun birthday show.
How's Maurice doing?
Fucking awesome. Just
Maurice is I haven't thought about that dude in a minute. It's been a long time.
There's been a lot going on.
Sorry.
but we've reconnected over the past few years. He's great. Has a cool kid now.
Cool.
Like recently. Shouts out Maurice and Maud.
Shouts out Maurice, but guys, that's not what we're doing here.
True. Yeah.
Okay. So that show happens. We all meet. We chill.
Shout
it's
out
great.
Maurice.
And in I want to say November or December of that year, y'all posted a MySpace bulletin being like, we're coming back to LA for these shows in January. We won't have a drummer, but it's gonna be sick. So I went out for the team. I sent a message being like, yo, remember me? Do you need a drummer for these shows? You want to try it out? And we did. And
yeah, I'm glad we did.
I'm glad we did too.
Super
Worked out pretty good.
Yeah.
Hey, all right.
Not bad.
Nah. Yeah, we played those 4 shows, and at the last one, Pete was like, hey, do you want to come to Austin for South by Southwest? We're gonna go play.
So I'm pretty sure this was not June, but January.
This was January, yes.
Yeah.
The
first one where you played with us was June. The next one was January.
Yeah,
and then we went to South by Southwest.
And then I played.
Yeah, we basically like the band huddled in the car after the show, and we were like, that was at the time it was me, Ari, and James. And we were like, so we're gonna bring Luke to South by Southwest, right? We got it. and yeah.
And then I moved to New
was
York
official.
the next year.
Amazing.
Yeah.
And tracked on the record that came out, Don Metropolis.
That's right. Yeah. That was like a few months later. That I came to track that summer, I'm pretty sure.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
That's the very abridged version.
But that's like the
sick. This is also dope that I just gave you guys the full keys to the show. This is awesome.
Well, I mean, now we kind of have the opportunity to talk a little bit more about how it was Maurice's birthday and just how special that day was for Maurice.
So cool.
If you got to imagine what this guy's like.
Yeah, no.
Like, I'm not going to help by describing him to you in any way, but
think about the best dude. Are you thinking about it? This is my focal point right
here. Dude, Luke, thank you so much.
Yo, actually, I've never had the chance to say thank you, Maurice, for having a birthday to celebrate and being so cool of a guy to have a birthday to celebrate that Luke could join the band through your birthday.
Hell fucking yeah, dude.
Shouts out DJ All-Star opening
DJ All-Star Star, you got to have him on the pod.
Who's DJ All-Star Star?
DJ All-Star Star is
Lakers jersey, glasses,
rapper. The best to ever do it. It's for you because you're worth it.
That's sick. Thanks, Luke.
Thank you.
Okay.
Urbana house party. That's what's happening right now.
Dude, yeah, the backyard
It's popping.
is chocked to the gills with all the homies.
Yeah.
Been grilling a seemingly endless supply of hot dogs, burgers, and brats and such.
So far.
And chicken wangs.
Yeah.
Delicious foods coming. I mean, the vibe in here has been absolutely freaking immaculate, dude. Okay. So, real quick before I forget.
Yeah.
Crystal Castles.
Love them.
I saw them at the Metro in Chicago. And it was, as someone who grew up going to like punk and emo shows and likes a real rowdy crowd,
Yeah.
it was the only time I've ever felt in danger in a crowd.
They seem dangerous.
Well-
They present as dangerous.
Well, here's what it is, dude. Is their music is so hyped and is loud and fast and it's fucking
It bites you.
Yes,
Yeah.
but it also attracts kind of that, especially at that time, like indie kind of nerdy folks. And
Yeah.
it was like the music affected them in this way where they were like, I gotta move around and jump, but
Yeah.
they've never been in mosh pits or
I have no experience of this.
So
Yeah.
it was imagine the Metro wall to wall.
I've never been there. I've wanted to go. It's a legendary venue. We're playing for the first time.
Dude, it's my favorite venue in America.
I demanded the Metro for
Dude.
this tour.
Let's go. Congratulations. You're fucking Anamanaguchi's gonna look so sick on that marquee, dude.
I cannot fucking wait.
There's a place across the street, Clark Street Dog. It's so good. Get a hot dog.
will.
But wall to wall, packed with nerds, and this music comes on, and everyone wants to get rowdy, but they don't know how to go about it. So the entire show, the whole crowd was just falling over on each other. It was just like no one had no one had the core strength to support themselves. Their spines were crippled by being hunched over on LiveJournal for years.
Yep,
So it was just
That timeline checks out.
Yeah, I went up to the balcony and watched the show from the balcony, which I've done maybe
So
twice
you
in my
got
life.
the bird's eye view of the swaying.
Yeah, of the collapsing, dude. It's like Dork Dominoes, dude. Okay, so
Ari, I know. Crystal
did-
Castles was massive for Ari.
I can see that for sure.
Yeah.
How did Ari come to be in the part of the band?
I met him at NYU. We were taking our ranking classes for like our music stuff. Like you do a test and then they're like, oh, you get to skip 3 years of music theory or whatever.
Oh, okay. I thought you were taking a class in which you rank things, and I was like, you did tier lists in college?
No, we should.
Yo, Bach is
should.
S tier, dude.
Yeah, dude. No, Ravel, bro. Ravel, dude. I don't know shit. But yeah, I just like I didn't really know that many people in New York, in the city at the time. College is scary, like Hogwarts, whatever. I don't even know. Anyway, but Ari was wearing like this like leopard print pants that were like purple, and he had like spiky bleached hair.
Sick.
And like this dude is weird as hell. I guess weird is key. Yeah. I was just like, I vibe with this guy. He's cool. And then similarly with the Luke story, we were doing some shows in LA, and I was like, Ari, you live in LA, I'm pretty sure. Like he introduced himself. And I was like, you want to do some shows? We have them booked. Do you want to do it? And I think we actually played with Metro Station at that show. Do you know?
I don't know
that. It's Miley Cyrus's big brother. They have that song "Shake It," shake, 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 shake it.
Oh my god, I do know that song.
Yeah,
that's like a H&M Abercrombie and Fitch song.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
It used to play on the N all the time. So that was kind of a cool moment. And so Ari picked me up from the airport in a giant yellow Hummer and drove 90 miles to his home.
Sick.
And I was terrified. And the rest is history.
Amazing.
But yeah.
And okay, and then you created a bunch of incredible albums. My introduction to you guys was you were the theme song for a podcast I used to listen to back in the day.
No way. Which one?
I know the song was Jetpack Blues and Sunset Hues.
Yeah. Was that the Nerdist podcast, Chris Hardwick?
Yes.
R.I.P. to.
Yeah, you're correct. But I remember. Okay, so there was I was living in Chicago. I was listening to that podcast. I heard that song. I was like, "What the fuck is this?" And then I started listening to you guys, and I was like, "Oh, this is incredible. This is like video game rock and roll. Like I love this."
We honestly owe a lot to the Nerdist in like not only having us as the intro to their podcast, which is an incredible podcast, but they also hosted some of our favorite shows ever that we ever played in LA. Because they would record at Meltdown Comics, a comic shop.
Legendary stand-up show.
Yeah, that's
show.
right. Jonah Ray.
Legendary venue.
Yeah. So we played the back room there twice. The second time we played there, the Sprouse twins were taking they were like into photography and they were like taking photos. Those kids seem fucking, they're not kids anymore, but they seem dope. Like they did you do like Melee commentary and stuff? They're into Smash.
Oh, we're going to talk about Smash.
Oh, good.
Yeah,
good. But yeah, I remember that was like, Nerdist made this happen. That's like kind of awesome. There's like a whole team there.
Yeah.
A whole bunch of great people.
Like when I found out that was your band, I remember it was like a few like weeks prior or something. I'd taken some acid and I was biking through Chicago, just tripping balls, just being like, I fucking listening to you guys being like, I fucking love this shit, dude. And then when I met you, I told you that story and you looked at me like, dude, no.
It's dangerous. It's dangerous.
You seem
I'm nervous just hearing it again.
You seemed so bummed on it. And I was like, oh, damn it. That's not.
Well, I remember, I was a picky eater. I didn't eat a hamburger until I was 24 or something like that. Same thing. I didn't really drink until it was legal, 21 or whatever.
Yes.
And so, I don't know. I would hear all the time in college where like, I didn't do any drugs or anything like that. And like I remember friends being like, dude, this music's great to smoke weed to. And I'd be like, I wouldn't know. But,
yeah. When I met you, Sam took me to see you guys play opening at the Chicago Theater. Insane.
For Hatsune Miku.
A hologram.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I remember that night vividly.
If you're not familiar with Hatsune Miku, it is a fake pop star.
Virtual. It's
a fake lady. and this is like pre-VTuber, like I had no concept that this thing could even is that the
That's
term
what they call it. Yeah, it's based off the technology that, like, you know how Siri works where there's like voice samples and they splice them up and they say words.
Yes,
so you can program Miku to say anything you want. Is the idea.
And Miku is an icon.
Yes,
is the crowd at that show, the response to this. First of all, the technology blew my mind. It was so ahead of its time. It's like this 3-dimensional singing and dancing cartoon pop star. The crowd had like LED like light up sticks that they were like somehow knew to do.
That's right.
The same movements.
And if a different character showed up on screen that had a different color, the color would change and it'd be like, well, the whole room was green and now it's yellow because there's a yellow character on stage. And as an observer, you might be like, oh, they programmed the things to change. It's like, nah, everyone just knows when that's going to happen and they change them all themselves. Like they know the choreography. They know, like, they're stoked. And it's even more extreme, like, you know, the relationship if you see the Japanese concerts for Miku.
Yes.
At the scale of it is...
I would imagine, based on what I saw at the Chicago Theater, I would imagine that it's stadiums. That it's that it's like Beyonce level obsession. So my question is, how did that come about?
It was a really special circumstance. It's something that it's the kind of thing that, like, we as a band were so into doing. The fact that this happened at all blew our minds. But we played a concert at Anime Expo out in Los Angeles. At the time, it was the Microsoft Theater. Maybe it's like Crypto Arena or something now. But yeah, Anime Expo, we were opening for Porter Robinson, a friend of the band.
Oh, yeah.
And after the show, Miku's people were there, which is a company called Krypton Future Media. And we met these two people.
That is the bad guys in a movie from 1984.
Except these people are the sweetest.
No, I'm not saying they're bad guys.
Krypton Future Media.
Yes. Those are the people that RoboCop fights.
Absolutely. But in reality, they are extremely wonderful, pleasant, and friendly, hardworking people who really, really go the extra mile. And we love the people we know at Krypton. And at that time, they just like started a conversation. They were like, let's take a meeting. Like, it's so cool to meet you guys. And we're like, you know who we are? You're the Miku people. That's crazy.
Sick.
So at a certain point, I remember going back to New York and having like a Zoom style meeting, pre-Zoom, with some of the people there. And they have like put together a plan. They were like, we are planning our North American Miku Expo tour. And every tour has a theme to it, like a theme song that like, because the way that Miku works, it's software anyone can download, Vocaloid, and you download the bank. You buy the Miku bank and the license to use it, which includes like, it allows you to program words using the Miku voice samples, right? So if you wanted to, you could go home and download this and make your own Miku song.
Whoa, okay.
Every year there's like
RPG Maker on the PlayStation 1.
Exactly. Yes. So they'll pick from the pool. It's like, yes, this is the theme of Miku. And so they were like, we would like you to do a remix of the one that we'll be doing, and we would love for you to support us on our Miku Expo 2016 North American tour.
Sick.
And we fired back like, we would like to write a song, I think, for Miku. That seemed more exciting to us than just like doing a remix.
Yes.
Because it was like, programming for Nintendo sound chips is an awful lot like sequencing samples in a tracker, which you could do with the Miku voice samples. So I figured if we can program a Nintendo, we could program Vocaloid stuff. They call it tuning, like you tune the performance by setting out syllables and pitch and other characteristic sliders, to make the output sound what you want it to be. And so we wound up writing a song called Miku for Hatsune Miku, because in our minds, if they wanted to introduce Miku to the broader American audience, because everyone knows her in Japan, but they're touring the US, she had just opened for Lady Gaga and nobody knew what the fuck was going on.
Amazing.
Yeah. So there's this great footage of David Letterman introducing Hatsune Miku. And then Miku performs and disappears from the screen, and David Letterman goes, he's like, what the fuck was that? Basically. So we were like, okay, well, people need to understand what Miku is if they're going to tour the US. So I happen to love a certain kind of song, which is like the introduction song.
Yes.
And some of these are some great examples of this is Eminem, Hi, My Name Is.
Yes.
It's like, suddenly Slim Shady. And hi, kids, you like violence? Do you want to see me stick 9-inch nails through each one of my eyelids? That's okay. Oh, so now this is a guy who raps like pop culture references, kind of like Weird Al, and his name is Slim Shady, but it's also Eminem. It's also Marshall Mathers. Okay, I get it. Or another one I love is Fat Lip by Sum 41.
The best.
Where it's like, they tell you who they are. They're like, you don't know us at all. We laugh when old people fall, but what would you expect with a conscience so small? Like heavy metal and bullets is how we were raised. Like, it's like, if it's what you would imagine would play in the 30-second TV show opening of their sitcom while they're having to cast names.
Damn, I love the way your brain works, Pete. That is, I never thought about that. That being a choice.
Yeah,
to me it's just a song that exists. But there was a moment where they're writing these songs and like, we need to introduce ourselves to the world.
I think that's probably what was going on with these guys.
Well, and definitely, and they were smart. They weren't getting any love from any labels, and they sent DVDs along with their CDs, being like of them doing like Jackass, like that's skateboarding kind of stuff, which is okay. Sorry to cut off.
No. That's cool. And so we were like, okay, well, if people could understand Eminem and Sum 41 out of nowhere, they could surely understand a virtual pop star who you can program. And so, we have lines like blue hair, blue tie hiding in your Wi-Fi.
Yes.
Rhymes. Doesn't make perfect sense. Some people say she's not even blue. She's green, which is fair. There are great historical arguments about the difference between blue and green. I don't think the Greeks had a word for green. So, stuff like that. Anyways, we were like that. We set out to quite intentionally to give Miku when we heard them, I think part of it happened when they explained that the Miku Expos have a theme song. That must have like fired some synapses in me. That's like, make a Miku theme song.
Yeah,
like,
hell yeah.
Like make the theme song to Miku, and it's called Miku, and now it's in Fortnite somehow.
Which is insane. But also, I'll say this about the band that play with Miku.
Dude, they're amazing.
They're so good.
Yeah.
Like musically, incredibly talented.
Some of the best players I've ever seen in person.
And the coolest dressers.
Yes.
Style for days, dude.
Yes, absolutely.
It is awesome.
The keyboardist, we actually, she gave us some keyboard tracks for... it was really just going to be MIDI for a song that we wrote called Kei.
Yes.
Yeah, she rocked some great piano.
Hell yeah,
great
dude.
keys. Yeah, they're fabulous.
So okay, so that rules. So you're making all of this music that is, and you guys do you think so differently. In like the way that you released Endless Fantasy was so brilliant. Like you built a whole fucking video game for this. Is like
Capsule Silence. You're
Capsule
talking about?
Silence. My bad.
Yeah. But Endless Fantasy 2, that was a whole rigmarole with the Kickstarter and everything else. And
yeah, and sending a slice of pizza to space.
Yeah.
You do such cool ways of distribution, and even with this one now that you put it out for free,
live stream from the American Football House was a silly idea,
but Pete, not a silly idea, a fucking dumb idea, man.
Truly dumb, deeply dumb.
A hard idea to be like, hey, in 2 weeks we want to do a multicam live stream inside of the American Football House where we wrote
2
the
weeks
album.
is generous. I think it was less than that.
Sure, you hit me up last week. You're like, hey, come on down to Champaign. I was like, I'd love to, buddy. But it went awesome. Like everything you guys do. You guys, it's. I mean, you are the captains of Seat of Your Parents' Airlines in some regards.
Oh yes. Oh yes.
But you pulled it off, and it's so impressive. And it's
thank you, man.
So with that being said, you've created what I was trying to. The point I was trying to get to is that you're singing on this album for the first time.
That's right.
And in the past, it was the melodies were driven by the synths.
They were programmed. Yeah.
Yes.
I would program a line that I liked, and I'd always try to make it have like a bit of a vocal character to it. Like
yes.
It wouldn't just be like, those are the notes I like. It's like, no, that's how you glide to that note. That note's got to be quieter than the one that came before it, or it's got to be louder,
And so how was it? How was the decision made that you wanted to go in a new direction? And what was it like approaching that? Was it scary in any way? Was it pure excitement? Was there any reservations around mixing it up, or did it feel like that this was? Because to me, it feels like the absolute natural progression.
It's totally the natural progression, and I think that there were external forces that made that natural progression an easier decision for us. I think, like, if you gave us Monkeys in a Typewriter style thing a million years, like, this record would have come out, but it was accelerated by a couple things. One of the things that accelerated it was COVID cutting off our European tour, cutting off our contact with each other. And, for years we were writing music through email, and that was fine. And then it became writing music through Discord, which was also fine. But then there came a point where we like really missed each other. We're like, let's live together and write music.
Yes.
And that thought alone changes what you make. Obviously, we could have had a LAN party and just programmed everything, but we had our instruments and we started writing stuff. But the other thing that really accelerated it was the tide, like the rise of like AI type things where,
yes.
We dabbled in like dance music and stuff for a while, production stuff, like 2013 onward. We got really interested in like club music. Obviously, we love electronic music. Obviously,
yes.
You would have to be us. And but yeah, like Skrillex, Porter Robinson, Daft Punk, like there's a lot of stuff that we just love, and we love being a part of that world. And but yeah, like Porter was kind of inspirational too, because he had just put out that record Smile, where it's like he's kind of like he's great at reinventing himself. But I don't know. Back to our relationship with like dance music in general. If you look at a lot of the stuff in that world, it's like splice packs, collection, having a library of the right samples, basically.
Yes.
And it's something
that's and those dudes all guard that shit. They're like, "What snare do you use?" And they're like, "Fuck you, dude."
Some people guard it. Some people share it with select people and stuff. But whatever. But yeah, for us, it's like production is something like, where do you draw the line? And in terms of like how much human hands went into creating the thing that is being experienced by the listener. And I'm trying to avoid words like consumed, because like that goes so like I'm creating content to be consumed. It's like the DIY punk guy. We're old heads. Like, it's like, no, man, we are not doing that. We're not in the game of that. We're in the world of making music, making songs, and being a band, which is weird. Being a band, like if you look at like the most popular stuff on Spotify, like top 1,000. I think that dude Rick Beato, if you're familiar with him, YouTuber, old guy, Gen Xer, very great. Check out his channel. He's like, there are 5 bands in like the top 1,000 of Spotify that were formed after the year 2000. Like some insane number like that. Everything else is individual.
I hadn't thought about it until I heard someone being like guitar music is not a thing anymore. And I was like, oh my, I was like, it is for me, man. It's all I listen to.
Yeah.
But it's not the way anymore, especially with, how because for us, it was like, Neutral Milk Hotel. And you're like, oh my God, this guy recorded this in his house?
Yeah,
like,
how did he do that?
No way. Unbelievable. Right. And now it's like everyone, like we're recording this in a living room. Yeah. Like the ability and the access as the technology became more accessible and cheaper, and it gave so many people the ability to kind of do what you did.
Yeah.
And that they can sit in their room and they can start making
Anybody
things.
Can crack Fruity Loops. Anybody can pirate software and make top tier stuff.
Yeah, and that's,
which is great.
And that's where it's gone. Gone are the days of meeting in the garage to figure out how to play power chords.
Yeah, the voice chat.
Yeah,
it's the hop on the VC, which is great too. We love the VC or the group chat, the GC. We love the chats, but we knew a world where this was normal.
Yes.
And we've seen it disappear in our own eyes. Maybe it's not gone, because there are still great bands out there, obviously. We were like, we haven't explored this side of us ever. What if we really went all in on it?
Awesome.
And lived together in the American football house? Like, that's like a cartoonish way to describe it, but it's what literally happened. So yeah, I think like the stuff that is like fun to play is sort of the rule here, as opposed to like, what would I program if I could program anything? It's like, nah, like I'm in a room with my friends. What would be fun to do?
Yeah.
It's kind of the starting point and the end point. And it's different, but it's also like kind of what we've been doing the whole time. I want to mention too, there is like this inspirational moment that this kind of clicked for me. We worked on the Scott Pilgrim anime that came out, because we had done the video game back in 2010. We were tapped to do the anime soundtrack in 2023, where it was peak like sending files. Peak like Luke made this stuff for this scene. I made this stuff for this scene. Ari made this stuff for this scene. And our collaborator, composer Joe Trapanese worked on this scene. And maybe there would be like, okay, well, I have an idea for this. So you send the file. It's like, what do you think? Yeah, or no, or how about this? And files, and you can see in each channel, here are the files. But there's a scene written in that show where, spoiler, Scott, in this version of the telling, he gets punched to death and he dies, right? So he disappears. And there's this moment where this girl who had a crazy crush on him, who were secretly, there was a dating thing, and her way of mourning about him, she's like wearing his jacket and playing his bass with their friend Kim Pine, who's at the drum set. And they're getting their emotions out through music in the room. And it's something Brian wrote into the thing that, like, when I saw that scene, I was just like, dude, I get it. I know that feeling of sitting in your parents' living room and like picking up an instrument, not knowing what to do, and then something happens and someone else reacts to it. They play something that makes you do something else. And suddenly you have something that you didn't make by yourself. And you have something that you can't really fully explain alone and is just this thing. And it's a song, it's music. And that's something that each of us, you heard that Luke was in a band called Dracula Mountain. I was in a band called
Great
Defective Electric.
name, by the way.
Oh, yeah. They're named after a Lightning Bolt song. They're the best.
Oh, sick. Okay, cool.
James was in a couple bands, one called Stab the Matador, which were great. Ari was in a band called In Case of Fire. So we all knew this. We all knew this feeling. Mm-hmm. We'd have to because we love playing music, and we grew up at a time where that was just what you did. So, seeing that scene lit this spark, I think for all of us, I think for a lot of people who watched it, to be like, I want to do that. Yes. And for us, it's like, it was more like, why the fuck haven't we done this?
Yeah, it's hilarious. You've been a band for 15 years. And you're
yeah. So what if we got in a room and like wrote some music? That would be fun.
So then how did the decision to let the Vokes rip come about?
Natural, yet again. It was, we had written some songs where it was evident that there was like, this would be really cool with vocals. We wrote one song where we are actually like talking about Skrillex. He's a singer. He played in bands too.
Oh yeah.
From first to last.
Mm-hmm.
And we wrote this song. We were like, dude, what if we sent this to Sonny Moore? Maybe he would sing on it. Like the song is Sapphire. Sapphire featuring Sonny Moore. That would be cool. Because they put out some great singles the past couple of years where he's singing again. And, but then more stuff started happening. And I think it was actually Ari's girlfriend, Mariko, who was like, why doesn't Pete sing? Because you guys did a Halloween concert one year where you covered Weezer songs. There was a chiptune show. You had our friend Bitshifter. He did the Misfits. You had, I think our friend Glowmag did Joy Division. And so we did Weezer because we're Anamanaguchi and we do Weezer. And that's fun.
Hell yeah.
So, but I sang the songs because it's Halloween and I'm singing and I don't care. And I love singing Weezer songs because that's what you do when you're me. And we covered a bunch that night, but Mariko, the fact that Mariko was like, that was cool. Like Mariko is one of the coolest people I know. I was like, damn, you thought that was cool? Okay, we should probably do this. Like it gave me confidence. It honestly kicked me over the edge of like giving me the confidence to do it. That was a big part of it. Dude, honestly, there's so many reasons why it was the time. And another part of it was like, you know, I'm 30 fucking what? 6? Yeah. And there's a lot of shit going on, right? Like politically, everything else. And the fact that like I could die tomorrow and be like, what did I do? I had a band and I made some bleep bloops and I had a lot of fun. Cool, but like I also have a voice. Like we can also as a band say things and that would be fun.
Hell yeah.
To figure out just what we would say because you can only do it while you're around. And I'm like, I'm around. Let's fucking go.
Dude, fuck yeah, bro. Yeah. Come on. Yeah. Come on. I'm getting fired up over here.
Being around is cool.
You got it. You got it. Yeah. Yes, it is. It is. And it's important and it's sick.
Yeah.
And this is off of this tangent. And dude, well said. You rule.
Boom.
Okay, so an experience I wanted to talk to you about is the experience of going to see your friend's band, right? For the first time.
Yeah.
So the first time
in general, are you talking about specifically?
No, just in general.
Oh, like seeing your friend's band. Okay.
Yeah. Like you go and you see your buddy's like, I'm in a band. We're playing a show. Come check it out.
Yeah.
Or maybe they do comedy, whatever.
Sure.
So the first time I saw you guys was opening for
Miku.
For me. So that's
Chicago theater.
So that's Anamanaguchi at the Miku show, right?
That's a psycho way to get a first impression.
Yes. So then the first Anamanaguchi show I went to, I had no idea what to expect.
Right.
It was in New York, I think. And it's like I had a relationship with you at that point. I knew you, we hung out. And so it's like, okay, I'm going to see Pete's band. Right.
Sure.
Again, for the second time, but now it's your show.
Right. It's not the Miku show and we're guests.
It's the fucking Anamanaguchi show. And
you can't fill the Chicago theater.
But dude, I walked into that venue and that bitch was sold out, wall to wall. It was so sick. Everyone there was so hyped. The fucking crowd is singing along and dancing.
Yeah, singing along to like sometimes instrumental melodies.
Yes, dude.
Yeah.
And you have such a cool collection of fans. They're all so kind and sweet and nice. There was a guy there filming on a 3DS, which was so cool.
We sort of were the originators of the deep fried 3DS video.
Yeah,
people at our concerts. Yeah,
and you had like an incredible visual package.
James, our bass player, he'd be making things.
He made that.
Probably,
dude, because it was like clips of from games and shit, and you had the light tubes and the fucking
James made those tubes.
He made that.
Yeah,
no, he must have been so disappointed when I said I didn't make my own cables.
Oh man, I thought you were cool. Dude, I make my own tubes. You don't even make your own cables.
I thought you could hang. What blew my mind about the tubes is that they're like LED light up tubes, right? But they have many different colors, and it's kind of pixely. And you guys were running the same images that were projected crystal clear behind you through the tubes, so it would provide this like crunchy layer of coolness. Yeah. And I was like, damn, these guys are cool. This is fucking so different. But I was so hyped that I was like, oh, these guys are like, this isn't like Pete's band these are a real fucking band, man. They sell fucking tickets. It was so cool because I've had the opposite experience of going to see.
Yeah.
And it's not that.
It's not always that.
It's not always that. So I was so proud and psyched for you guys. It was a really cool experience.
Oh, thanks, man. We shout outs to all our friends bands.
Yeah,
we love friends bands.
And that's not. I'm not throwing disparaging. Yeah. I'm not disparaging anyone for their creative endeavors. Lord knows I don't have that.
Get some light tubes. Come on,
get some tubes, bro.
Learn how to make your own tubes. Stop kidding around.
Yeah, well, the new album rules, and
thanks, man.
And I was so stoked when Dan told me,
my brother,
that he was like, Pete's singing, and I was like, oh, let's go! Finally.
Dan had the scoup. He was living here too.
Yeah. That's great. The new album's awesome. It sounds so good. I love you guys individually. I've come to like be so stoked every time I see everyone in the band. But also,
likewise, man.
The thing you've created is good. It's legitimately ripped.
I'm pretty happy about it. I think, if you flash back to that kid with the band in 2003, we were listening to Dave Fridman produced records, and now we've made one. Like, we visited Dave Fridman, the producer that is probably unanimously agreed, like, band's like favorite, and went to his house, and we made an album. It's unbelievable.
It's so cool, dude. All right, listen, we get it. Your band is good. Who cares? Let's talk about competitive Smash, bro.
Oh, yeah. Now we're talking about the real shit. Okay. Yeah.
So today on the stream, this in conjunction with the Anamanaguchi album release, the biggest Smash tournament
in the US called Supernova 2025
happened this weekend.
Yes.
And today on stream, you got the results and legitimately freaked out.
I did. I freaked out. I'm still freaking out, if I'm being honest.
Why? The one thing I didn't do, because I had control over the lower thirds that would pop up, at some point I wanted to put Pete Berkman, and then the subtitle was going to be Mega Man Enthusiast.
I am a Mega Man enthusiast. Yes.
And a Mega Man main.
And a Mega Man main. That's
rare.
Right. And I'm, on the latest calculations, I'm top 30 in the world for Mega Man.
That's sick.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
It's pretty.
I honestly think I'm higher. I just live in a competitive region. So
sure. Well, the NA scene is growing at an unprecedented rate.
It is. I stack dubs. Check out the dubs. Check out my Smashers app profile. Pete Bro with a 0. I got some dubs on there. Let's be real.
Okay, when did you start going to tournaments?
I started going to tournaments when I had a lot of free time after our album in 2019, USA, was completed and not yet released. So I was like, I had just hustled for months and months and months. I did so much work. And it's like, cool, now we have to wait 6 months until anyone hears it. We go on tour. I have nothing to do.
Yes.
And I don't even want to think about writing music.
I'm about to give these nerds the hands on the sticks.
Well, that's what I thought. Turns out I got wrecked. Yeah. I could beat some people. I was party good.
Yeah. Yep.
Being party good at Smash, you think I'm going to go to a tournament and you get fucked.
And then dudes have custom fucking GameCube controllers with the notches so they can do Firefox dashes like frame perfect or
So
whatever.
I'm the guy who now beats the party good guys at the bracket. I'm the guy that gets seeded into first round, and they're like, shit, I gotta get good. So it's tough. But back then, 2019, I had the mind like, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna top 8 some New York locals. Nope. Not even close.
You got smoked.
I got smoked.
You got humbled.
I got humbled.
But it lit that fire in you.
I lit the fire, and then COVID happened, and I had even less to do. So I grinded Wi-Fi, grinded online, and I got okay. I got pretty good. But when I moved to Dallas, so there are some great Smash scenes. One is New York. New York has one of the tri-state, they call it. Like you got New York, New Jersey, and Philly. That's what they call tri-state. Great.
Upstate hater Pete Berkman.
Yeah, I think Connecticut's tri-state. Let's be real. But they call it New England, whatever. But Dallas has an incredible Smash scene. So I learned a lot. I got humbled in New York. I got even more humbled in Dallas, like humbled hard. But then I met this Smasher online. I decided to take coaching like an old man who gets golf lessons from a pro.
Incredible.
I found this guy, Peebnut, who was one of the top Mega Man mains at the time. I was like, he's offering lessons. I'm going to take lessons from Peebnut.
Amazing.
And I did. And then everything changed.
It changed. What? Okay. What?
He taught me I wasn't playing the game right, or I could be playing games that are easier.
Were you making it harder? You were making it harder on yourself.
Yeah.
Dude. I had the same experience with Call of Duty, where Pete, I wasn't reading the minimap, dude. I wasn't thinking about spawns, bro. Were you even playing the game?
Simplify the game, yeah. But
do you play on a GameCube controller?
No, my hands are, dude. If I did, I wouldn't be able to play guitar. Luckily, they made the Pro controller for the Switch, which I love.
Yeah,
I actually play on a modded Pro controller.
What are the mods?
The mods are mine has no Bluetooth, so there's no interference. That like a 500-person event or even a 30-person event, and it has less latency.
Yes, I was gonna ask if it was overclocked.
Yeah, it's better for that, and there's no snapback. There's like a built-in snapback module, so if you're like, it doesn't go.
Dude, I recently this past year I went down a whole rabbit hole of like history of competitive Smash YouTube videos.
Yeah, dude.
Which is why I was so happy to be like I know about Firefox notches.
Exactly. I actually have Mega Man. I had some notches on my Mega Man one of my controllers to get certain angles for the Metal Blade. It's a whole thing.
Yes.
But dude, I got pretty damn good at Smash. But to bring it back to today, which is Supernova. Yeah, I freaked out for Peebnut's victory on the stream. He beat Spargo, who was last season ranked #1 in the world.
What does he play? What character?
Spargo won a major in France playing Piranha Plant.
Oh, so he's just trolling.
He was just trolling. Okay. But he also, Spargo's just the GOAT. He's truly the GOAT. But he played Cloud from Final Fantasy VII versus Peebnut. A lot of people think that's a good matchup. And it is, but not against Peebnut. Peebnut just going to kill you.
Peebnut got those hands.
Peebnut got hands. I could literally talk about Peebnut for days.
Who's the Yoshi guy who shocked the world?
Oh, you're talking about Amsa.
Yeah, Amsa. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So is it Peebnut kind of an Amsa situation in that he's just like that?
People look at Peebnut as somebody beyond like low tier hero. They look at him as somebody who understands the game in a way that is just brilliant. And like you watch him and he's like, it looks like he's not expending effort.
Right. He's seeing through the code of the Matrix.
Yeah. And like, he just happens to be doing that with Mega Man.
Incredible.
And the tier, he doesn't see the tier list. He doesn't even think about it.
Yeah.
All he thinks about is, how do I win while I'm smiling?
If you're not a huge fucking Smash nerd, the way that the characters are not balanced, there are characters that are just better.
That you will have a much higher likelihood of winning a tournament, even if you've never touched that character in your life.
Exactly. Yeah. Firefox, etc. So, dude, damn. Shout out to all the Mega Man bros out there, dude. And thanks for thanks for sitting down and doing this, man. I appreciate it so much.
I could go for another 5,000 hours, especially for talking about Peanut, but I'm very happy.
Yeah,
of course, man.
Thank you so much. Congrats on the album. Congrats on the success. I think that when you guys go on this tour and these people are singing along, not singing beat boops, but
not the beat boops, but
to the lyrics you guys wrote. I think it's gonna be really magical and really special, dude.
It's the thing that my brother Dan told me I should look the most forward to, so I anticipate it. He's the first person to sing the lyrics back to us.
Awesome,
actually. So
that's so sick, dude. Anything you'd like to plug?
Oh my God, probably. Well, we're doing the soundtrack to the new Scott Pilgrim game, Scott Pilgrim EX. That's sweet. I'm also doing a soundtrack myself for my buddy Dave's game, Little Nemo and the Guardians of Slumberland. Look that up. It's really cool. If you like, 2D Souls or like Metroidvania type things, it's sweet. I think kids are going to love it.
Awesome.
And the music I'm making for it, I'm really excited about.
Sick. And Anamanaguchi.com tickets.
We're going on tour.
Yeah.
That's what you meant.
Yes.
Yeah. We're going on. Mark, if you want to sing along, check out the album. And if you like it, it's the song. The album is honestly is an ad for the tour. It's like you hear the music and it's like, wow, it sounds so alive. And it's like, I wonder if they play concerts. And so we do. We're going on tour all across North America in the fall, September through October. We're doing like 35 dates, so we're probably playing somewhere near whoever's listening to this.
Hell yeah.
Come, bring some friends, meet some friends.
Yes.
Make new friends.
I had a really awesome moment at the show in New York where I was so psyched that I was like, oh my God, there's so many people. It was so crazy. I posted a photo to my Instagram story, and my buddy Tim Butterly, who you met, great comic. He was like, oh, I was at that show, dude.
No way.
Yeah, and then I brought him out to the show you guys played in New York.
May,
and your dad tortured him in the best way, dude. He kept on introducing him as Tim Butterly. He kept on going, this is Tim. He's a super fan. Which was, he also asked him, it was like watching your dad and Tim Butterly interact was like, I could have just sat with popcorn and watched it all.
Pure punishment.
Dude, at one point he goes, so why do you like my son's band? and Tim looked at him and straight in his face and was like, are you fucking with me right now?
That is the right response.
And Ed was like, no, I'm dead serious. Like, what do you like about it? And then Tim, because he's an incredible talker, professional talker, he's so quality.
Pro talker. I love hearing him talk.
He had the most beautiful, description of your band and what you guys do, and he was like yeah, it's like the song starts and then they open a window and the chorus explodes out of it in this. It melted my brain, and your dad went, yeah, they're pretty good, aren't they?
Go, Dad. He knows how to have a conversation. You should have him on next.
I've thought about it. I've been golfing with your dad. So
dude, y'all could have a sick golf cast.
I've thought about it. For sure.
Dude, my dad with a podcast is a dangerous thought.
I wouldn't say a single word.
He wouldn't be able, not edgewise. Yeah.
Well, dude, again, thank you so much for coming on. Please go listen to the new album by Anamanaguchi. It's fucking awesome. Listen to all their old stuff. It's all killer. You'll love it. And thanks so much for tuning in. I greatly appreciate it. Please subscribe, drop a like, comment, all that shit. Check out the Patreon, patreon.com/Dynamite Rocketship for bonus content. And I will see you guys in a week.
Dynamite Rocketship.
Later.